Welcome back, Natasha. John Malanca here, and always great to see you. Today's topic: why is there a cold and flu season? That's something that that season is something I do not look forward to every year. But essential immune system support by Time Tested Probiotics, and probiotics have so many benefits, not only boosting the immune system, but if you do have a cold and flu, it reduces severity as well as the duration of your cold, supports gut health, as we always know, enhances respiratory system, as well as reduces inflammation. And with the mother of probiotics, I know you can add a lot more to that. So Natasha, always great to see you.
Yeah, and great to see you, John. And there's a lot of misunderstanding even by medical professionals of why people get ill during the cold and flu season. And it's because every time there's a change in the weather or there's different particles in the air, different bacteria, viruses, and yeast start dominating that air cycle. And we're inhaling that. So if we are not boosting our immune system correctly, then when we're challenged, that's why it breaks down. It has nothing to do with getting cold or going out in the cold air. It has to do with how is your body able to withstand a challenge by a new set of bacteria, viruses, and mold to take you down. And when you're taken down, it means that your immune system was not able to be the first defender, and the beneficial bacteria, which we call probiotics that work with your immune system, was not able to adequately defend you against the new players that are now challenging your body and your body's health. So, years of experience have shown me that not understanding this gets people into trouble. And especially if you're stressed, if you're very negative about yourself and your external environment, your life, all of those stressors create a lack of proper immunity. And that's why we feel miserable when we get sick, because your body is just trying to stop us from all these cycles that may be happening concurrently, and we don't even realize it. So what my problem has been, as the author of the real probiotics labeling standard that was eventually read into congressional record, I can just say that when you choose the wrong probiotic product, it may not support your immune system because, number one, there's not enough of the special strain that many of these probiotic so-called resellers, they're not really manufacturers, claim about their bacteria. And then if it doesn't survive manufacturing, storage, shipping, sitting on the shelf, you may not get an adequate dose of these beneficial bacteria that it can actually survive and make it into your small and large intestine to start supporting your immune function, because the immune cells actually line that 27 feet of GI tract, and the communication between the probiotic microorganisms and the immune cells are very prolific, especially if they feel the body's under attack. So if that army of beneficial bacteria is depleted and not refurbished by the right players that survive all of these tests that probiotic bacteria have to survive in order to benefit you, you are not preparing yourself physically or mentally, because the good probiotics also affect your mood and the way you feel about the external environment. So all of these factors, your mood, the number of immune cells that are engaging with the bacteria in your gut, what supplement you're taking to support that gut, how your body is facing the new challenges supported by this changing temperature. All of those factors play a great deal on whether we're going to make it through the flu and cold season being happy and singing, or we're going to end up in bed feeling miserable. There is a price for ignorance.
Happy and singing. I prefer the happy and singing part. I'm someone who even before COVID and everything, I've always been more of a germaphobe. So I wipe everything down, but wash your hands, another thing. Helping with sleep, what you put in your body on top of the type of probiotic that you put in your system also really helps with the immune system. We have a lot of people that call about, can I travel with my probiotics? I'm a big supporter of traveling with your probiotics. as well as during and post, adding that to your system, since you're sitting, in a fuselage, and just recycle there is one way where a lot of these bacteria are floating around there, and we can go into a whole other episode about that. But choosing the right probiotics, as you just mentioned, Natasha, is key for the immune system, and staying on top. It's not just taking it, once a day for a week, or for once a day, once a week, but staying on top of this is very important.
Yeah, and the thing is, what's very important is that people they trust their dietary supplement manufacturer, and unfortunately, 80% of the products tested do not show the same ingredients in the bottle as they list on their ingredient statement. So this is what I call a poor choice. We don't want to be one of the 80% of the chronically ill that are talked about in this nation that are spending we're spending close to $5 trillion a year to maintain this chronically ill profile in our country, which is really not healthy. Well, of course it's not healthy, but it's really tearing our ability to function and be at our best every day. And there's a lot of people who are making ridiculous statements about what you should drink, what you should eat. And my question is, if you're chronically ill and continue to make poor choices, how are you getting yourself better? Because if we still have that 80%, that means that all of our work in the dietary supplement industry, in the natural food industry, in the alternative healthcare system is not making an impact, because we're not helping those 80% that are chronically ill and costing this nation $5 trillion a year. So what I'm saying is that make sure you know who's making your dietary supplement, especially your probiotic bacteria. Because as I have said for the last 50 years, that all diseases begin in the gut. And it's been said before me by very astute scholars for the last couple of thousand years. And we have ignored this. And we have just gone for sexy advertising, beautiful labeling, people telling us what we want to hear. So I think we have to have a level of maturity. So if we want to glide through this cold and flu season, make sure you have the Healthy Trinity, our Healthy Start system. You take it before, during, and after. And the reason we have to take more now is because our air quality, especially in Southern California, is horrible. And it's probably going to be terrible for years to come. The nation is suffering from many things in the air, the change of weather, people's perception of reality. So we really need to get serious. If there's one thing that I have talked about for the last 50 years, is knowing that you have to choose a probiotic brand that you trust. And 80% of our customers, and I've been saying 10 million, but I guess it's more than like 15 or 20 million people who have bought products from us, precision probiotics from us for the last 42 years, can't be wrong, because we have one of the highest retention rates in the industry of people coming back because they get results. So know what you're buying, know how to stay healthy, know how to keep your body in its best shape it can ever be by making the right choices.
Well said. I'm going to add one other. I will do it since it's not my company, but is someone who is health conscious, and especially I can't, knock on wood, and I know we all do get sick, but I can't afford. I like the singing and dancing, meaning skating through this flu season and not even getting a cold. During that season, I personally up my Healthy Trinity. I know on your labeling, it says take one a day. I'm sorry, Natasha, I don't agree with that. I take probably 9, 3, 3, and 3 to keep my immune system going. And can you share, and I know for, what's on your label, but you can take handful of these and have nothing negative happen. Is that correct, or is that my statement?
That is very correct. And the reason we say take one, that's the minimal dose that you can take. The problem is that most probiotic manufacturers, unless they know that more than 80% of their probiotic cells will die because of the way they're handled, will not tell you to take more than one or two. But what I'm saying to you is that the safety of the Healthy Trinity and any Natren Precision Probiotic has been time tested. You can take the whole bottle and never get sick. This is very important because many people put in dangerous bacteria in hope of getting you symptomatic relief. And we have to get out of the age of that thinking that symptomatic relief is okay, and we need to get symptomatic relief. So if you are a Healthy Trinity user, you can certainly take more than one capsule a day. You can take one capsule 3 times a day. You can do it like John, 3 capsules 3 times a day, because you have to determine what is the amount that you need of this very effective and safe probiotic that's been time tested to make yourself healthy, because we don't know the level of your stress. We don't know what you're exposed to. We don't know your dietary habits. We don't know if you're going to have a ton of beer for Super Bowl. We don't know any of that. So we recommend that you take the amount, and then if you need better results, just take more. Don't listen to what other people are telling you, because this precision probiotic we call Healthy Trinity has been time tested by well over 15 million, maybe even 20 million people since 1994. So take that advice. Write to me, write to John. We'll get back to your answers. We're here to help you. We don't treat disease. We give the body the tools so it can keep itself healthy and heal itself.
I have a new slogan: Healthy Trinity, helping you sing and dance through the cold and flu season. We'll end on that. Natasha.
Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers.
You know it. Anyway, blessings to you. Stay healthy. And thanks for all you do. And for our listeners, thanks for listening, and stay healthy. We're here if you have any questions. Take care. Bye-bye.
We love you all.